Take a look at this 1969 Camaro SS. Now, this is very much not your ordinary Camaro SS because this is a Pro Touring Restomod. Welcome to this latest episode of Car Buzz Unboxing Reviews, and yeah, this is a very special car, and we also want to thank Jason Walrath, the owner of Gearhead Garage in Sacramento, California, for letting us come on down and film this car for you today.
As you can see, he has a pretty special collection of cars here, but this one is one of his favorites. That's why let us come and have a look at it.
Right. Oh, wow, look at that. Now, this is what we were saying. This is not your typical classic muscle car Camaro. This is Pro Touring. It's a Restomod. All of its guts have been taken out. This is more or less a modern interior.
Yeah, I noticed the Momo steering wheel there.
Momo steering wheel, nice the Momo gear shift.
New seats, everything's been upgraded to, the latest that's on the market.
Right, basically. And what's really cool about stuff like this, these Restomod Pro Tours, is that owners can do whatever the hell they want to do to them.
Yeah, but the idea is to give them a modern
Right.
feel.
But they can customize it how they want it to look. Yeah. They can pick out that right steering wheel. They can write what they always thought was wrong with these cars. Like, original muscle cars, they had so much power coming from their V8s, right? Is that they also had oftentimes these shitty suspensions.
Yeah, the chassis wasn't so good.
Right, they made them dangerous to drive. People were hurt, they were killed. But now you can fix all that by giving them modern day suspensions, and they can handle all that, 600 horsepower if you want.
Better brakes, better suspension,
everything,
better
new
safety.
guts, and they have the exterior looks of that classic muscle car, like this Camaro SS. And even when you go into the interior here, look, it doesn't even have power windows. This owner's stuck with the roll windows.
You don't want to mess with the classic touches too much.
No, I mean, that's what you can do whatever you want, but look at those little custom bits, the handle bars there, to roll up the windows.
Yeah, it's an amazing job.
It's just
so clean, look at it.
Yeah, and it's a real work of art.
Well, the first generation Camaro.
Anything that's Pro Touring, but the first generation Camaro, just anyone who needs a little Camaro history, it debuted way back in 1966. It was Chevrolet's direct response to the Ford Mustang, which came out in 1964 and a half. But the 66, well, there really was no 66 Camaro. It was for the 67 model year.
But this is the SS, right?
Right, this is the SS. It was a performance package back then that had either 350 or 396 cubic inch V8.
Okay. So this has been upgraded to potentially 600 horsepower.
Potentially,
like that.
Yeah.
And you can go beyond that if you really wanted.
Oh, easily these days with engines. A lot of these Pro Tours.
The 600 is plenty, basically, isn't it? You don't really need more than that.
You don't even really need more than 500. Yeah. That would be more than adequate enough. But restoration shops, Restomod shops like Gearhead Garage, one of the most popular engines for them to use is like a Chevy, small block LS7.
Sure.
Like from a Corvette Z06, for an example. That right there has 600 horsepower.
Yeah, that's enough.
And you can get them in there. That's what's so great about those small block V8s. They're bulletproof, they're durable, and they're relatively inexpensive to buy.
Most of the things we're seeing here look upgraded. The gear stick, the steering wheel, the dials, the chair. Yeah. Just the doors look...
Do you think the original Camaro came with cup holders? No.
Is there a touchscreen on here as well?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's upgraded.
Interesting place to put it, though. This is all new. Look at those driver's gauges. That's all like metal and...
Yeah. It's a nice job.
It just looks fantastic.
Yeah. Here we go.
Yeah.
Pioneer system there.
Little touch screen there.
Typical aftermarket, but it's been nicely put in.
Yeah, it's actually interesting where it's located. It's hidden.
Yeah, it's out of the way. You don't want that. You don't want to mess with the visual of the dash too much. Because it's still got the classic dash there.
And now you can, if you wanted to, just rip out the entire old dash and put something new in. I've seen it done before. Yeah. You think the original Camaros had that?
That is cool.
No way.
That is cool.
That is great.
To have in your 1969 Camaro, you've got a USB cable.
Yeah, and you have all these modern amenities in there.
People want that.
It's great, yeah. I mean, you got to pay for it.
It just makes it a much more livable classic. You can happily drive this every day.
And you won't kill yourself.
Yeah, it'll be a comfortable ride. And every time you go to your car, you'll be like, look at my badass Camaro.
Right. And even more so, it's one of a kind.
Yeah, very much
No one else has it exactly like yours. Oh, that's cool.
It's cool, but I pretty want electric ones. So
really?
I'm lazy, yeah. But yeah, you can live with that.
I would probably go with the standard.
They look nice. They do look
nice. Just because of that classic touch. Look, you didn't even get electric power seats.
No point.
Nah, you don't need it.
I'm not a big fan of them anyway. These are good. These are fine.
And these cars are already pretty heavy, and you don't want to make it overly too, technically complicated.
I like the billet holes in the seats. Actually.
Yeah, that's a cool touch.
Yeah, it's nice. It suits the car.
It really does. Yeah. And I like that black interior with that bright, almost like fluorescent yellow exterior.
Yeah.
It's just, I mean...
That's not fluorescent. I'd call it like banana yellow or something like this. It's quite a sort of pale yellow.
Yeah. Okay, we'll go with that.
Yeah.
But even this interior, now that it's been given all these, modern updates, the overall dash, I mean, look, it's covered in leather at the top. Again, that's not something you got in those classic muscle cars. They were just
often those
basic.
I mean, that's the thing. Those cars, they often will let them down. Is the interior, and that's the first things that show its age. People didn't keep them in too great condition. So
right. I'm
not surprised the guys come here and just gone, just sort the interior out, just upgrade it to
Yeah, look at the 8-pillar there. You see the speakers right there too. So you can just put a whole modern sound system in there. It's just fantastic.
Yeah.
Any
space in the back? Matching theme at the back.
I like that.
It's not too bad.
No. It's really not that bad.
You want to sit in there for too long, but no. It's a gesture.
It's livable. You could manage for, a short drive.
Yeah.
But not like a long road trip, no way.
No, but nicely done in the back as well.
I like it so they're like kind of like rear bucket seats almost instead of like a standard bench.
Yeah. Here we go. Need the key still. No fob there opening up.
No, nothing like that.
Gearhead, look at that. Beautiful job here.
Nice. Look at the trunk.
Again, with the billet holes, like...
I like that the
theme is going
theme,
through, yeah.
And just look at this trunk. I mean, look at the details here. They could just say, all right, here's just a regular plain old trunk and call it a day.
Yeah.
But no, they kept, he said that build hole theme they're going, the Gearhead Garage logo. I think that's just...
Looks like a brand new car,
It really does, yeah.
Here we go. Pop open the hood. Here's the beast.
Oof.
Oh, wow.
Man, yeah.
That is as clean an engine as you're going to see in your life.
You don't get that in new cars today. No way.
Like Concourse.
I know, yeah.
Ready. That's amazing.
Oh, that is a V8 for sure. See the 4 cylinders on each side. Wow.
Yeah, he's done a lot of work here.
This is something you could just stare at.
Yeah.
I would almost after every time I drive this car, I would want to clean the engine afterwards.
I'm looking forward to hearing it, actually. It's going to start up in a second. But if you're interested to know exactly what the guy's done, you should reach out to Gearhead Garage directly, and they can tell you everything about it.
Oh, wow.
But let's hear it.
Yeah, let's get this engine started up here. It's just unreal. I need some carbon fiber, too.
I need some moral pleasure.
Holy crap, that was loud.
That is naughty,
That is just badass. Imagine hearing that going down your neighborhood.
Yeah.
And you pull up to say a modern a 6th generation Camaro, because that's what we're in now, to the 6th generation. That Camaro owner is just gonna look it over at you and this thing and be like, "Yeah, you're better than me."
Yeah, and you'll probably beat him off the line.
I wouldn't be
under that hood.
Yeah, I really think you could. Because remember, automakers are more constrained with fuel emissions and stuff like that. But this is a custom job here, and it needs to meet state fuel emissions.
Right.
But it's not subjected to the limitations of automakers as a whole, so you can have a lot more fun with this here.
Yeah, it's a nice chrome bumper there.
Oh, yeah, and they don't do chrome anymore today. They don't. This is. You can tell there's been some work done to the front end there. You got those it looks like fog lights there at the bottom.
Yeah, the wheels look aftermarket. I'm not sure
very much those wheels are aftermarket.
Just about fit in the wheel well. Yeah, just about fit. Look, they could be timbered as well. They're slightly at an angle. Maybe
I don't think so. I just think the look,
Yeah.
Oh, I think the wheel choice was perfect.
Yeah, he's nailed everything about. He's literally nailed everything.
The color, that black stripe.
Yeah, the interior is I could definitely live with that.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's an awesome car to drive.
And the only giveaway from the exterior that I can I would see at first, are the different wheels. You really have to get inside the car or open the hood to really tell that this is not like any classic Camaro.
Maybe the noise as well.
Well, right, of course, the noise.
That would draw your attention.
But even classic muscle cars are loud.
Yeah, for sure.
They were just, let's call it a loud and proud if you want.
So do you think Trump will want this car?
Oh, definitely Trump will want this car.
But not Hillary. Hillary's not gonna.
No,
Not for her.
no, she's gonna end up like in a crossover.
Yeah.
You know,
Crying in her.
crying in her crossover, and Trump is gonna
This
pull
looks a
up
bit
to
like
the-
Trump. Looks like the color of his hair, at least, doesn't it?
Well, his hair is like yeah. Well, his face is orange.
So if it had an orange interior,
If it had an
more
orange
appropriate.
interior with this exterior yellow paint, yeah, this would be Donald Trump as a car.
Yeah, there's
I'm
not-
sorry, President-elect Donald
There's
Trump.
not enough gold though for him, is
Oh
there?
no! Well,
He
he could
needs more
change
gold.
that. You know, you can call up Gearhead Garage and like say, "Hey,
Gold wheels.
I want some gold wheels. Replace more of that dash with gold trim,
Change all the chrome to gold.
and I'll pay for it because supposedly he's a billionaire."
Yeah, he is.
And that's the other interesting thing about these Pro Touring Restomods is that they can get ridiculously
I
expensive.
bet this wasn't cheap.
This
Yeah.
you can pay 6 figures
Yeah.
for a job like this.
He's
I
probably
mean,
spent that much. I mean, again, you want something like this, you've got to
you're gonna go all out, and you
chat to
should
these
go
guys
all out.
and find out. But yeah, it's a car that you could spend 100 grand on a Porsche,
You could.
but there's 50 of those like on your in your neighborhood.
Yeah, no matter how many ways you can option up a Porsche.
There's only
or
one of
whatever.
these basically.
Yeah.
Wherever you live, within a 100 mile, 200 mile, 1,000 mile radius.
Something like that. Yeah.
You're the only guy in this car.
or in the world.
Yeah.
Like there.
In a lot of ways,
Because
yeah.
this is your
completely
personal
one-off.
touch. This is,
Right.
as they would say, you're expressing yourself through your car.
But yeah, save the pennies if you want one of these.
Oh,
Look at those suspensions.
modern suspension.
Heavy
Those are
coilover suspension
components
there.
right there. Modern shocks. I mean, you're gonna need it. These things, you put an LS7 here, for example. That's over 600 horsepower.
Yeah, it's brand new guts there, isn't it? Everything's modern here.
And just like the engine, it's almost artwork to me.
Yeah, potentially just the body actually is the only thing that's from 1969.
Yeah.
Everything else seems to have been
And
stripped
the
out.
interior, right? Well, the dashboard, but even then, that's been heavily modified.
Yeah, I'm not even sure it's exactly original. They found one that fits.
Well, the other, you got to remember that projects like these could take months because you're just starting with essentially the body, and you're just
Oh yeah,
ripping everything
yeah,
out.
This is a long. This would have been a long process for sure.
And the thing is, though, is that you don't have like a specific formula to go by initially, and the builders have to be like, okay, they got to figure out a lot of stuff as they go along, because the customer wants certain things, and it's up to them to make it happen.
Yeah, I mean, you can pretty much go in there with whatever your own ideas, and I'm sure these guys could work it out for you.
Yeah.
But saying that, they can really come to you with even better ideas.
That's the other part of their job.
Depending on your budget as well, like how much you got to spend, what exactly do you want, more power, better looks, like what are you after?
How much would you budget for something like this if you were going to do this?
Forget the car, forget you had a car,
Yeah.
you've bought that already. It's got to be around 50 to 100 grand. I mean, that's a bit of a vague answer.
I wouldn't even consider doing a project like this if I didn't have up to $100,000 just ready to.
Because you want to get
blow.
everything right
Yeah.
the first time, and then that's it.
That's
You've got your
it.
dream car.
This is it. So everyone, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video, and we'll see you next time.